The New Jersey-based retail chain Party City reportedly going out of business, ending nearly 40 years in the industry. News 4's Erica Byfield is live near Union Square with a look at how Party City customers are handling the news. Erica?
Yeah, Gilma, we're talking to a lot of people coming out of the store. We are also reaching out to the executives of this company. We're still waiting for confirmation from them. But the shoppers that we talked to today told us that the employees inside told them that the store is closing. Deflating. That's how Union Square Party City customers feel about the news that the company will shutter all of its stores.
It's a little bittersweet.
Abigail found out while she was picking up birthday supplies.
Oh, balloons? Yeah. And then I'm turning 19, so...
One in the nine.
The one in the nine.
She paid $4 when she thought it would be $30.
And we asked, like, why is it so cheap? And then that's why they said it was closing. Yeah.
Party City is a New Jersey-based company. CNN was the first to report that its CEO told corporate employees in a video conference call on Friday that that was their last day. They would not receive severance and that their benefits would end when the company closes.
I think they should have given them much more notice and warning. I just got fired from my job, and I know how uprooting it can feel and be.
Party City recently emerged from bankruptcy and brought in new leadership just a few months ago. The company, known for its celebratory goods, faced stiff competition from retailers like Amazon. The company has not responded to our request for a comment, but a representative from the Bergen County Executive's office says it appears to be true. The company is expected to shut down all 850 of its stores in early 2025.
I think it's terrible. It's sad. I live right down the block. I come here all the time, and they have so much stuff that I love. I don't, it's sad.
So if you walk through the store now, what you'll see is that a lot of things are on sale. Many of them say 50% off. The customers are also telling us that the employees told them that these stores will close on February 28th. Erica Byfield, News 4, New York.
I done been through a lot of layoffs. And I've been in corporate America a long time, 30 years to be exact. And I've never, ever seen a layoff that Party City did today. That was horrible, that was unprofessional, and it was just heartless. There is no reason you should be laying somebody off the day of with no severance package, 5 days before Christmas. Nothing. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was about through in the climate that we're in. And y'all wonder why people are snapping, because you're positioning them to not have anything. That was heartless. There was no thought process into that. If you knew something was going on, there should have been some preparation. That was horrible. That was horribly done. And I don't care, what was going on in the business itself. It should have been handled better. And that's, bro. And y'all wonder why these people are snapping. You are positioning them to do that when you do things like this. It's crazy. All I can do is shake my head. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Shalom. I would like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Rakakudash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, pushing this word across the four corners of the world. Just another news update through the spirit, the power, and the vibration of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh. And as you just saw from this previous video, after 40 years of retail and wholesale operations, Party City filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And they're going to liquidate all stores by February the 28th. And call her Layum, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh for that. Because in the spirit, that sets the tone or the theme for America, Babylon the Great. Because this particular kingdom is heavily indulged into that spirit of Bacchus, or Dionysus. And Bacchus was the Greek god of wine, merrymaking, that noisy partying spirit. And that same party carousing spirit transferred to the ancient Roman Empire. And that particular guy was known as Dionysus. So on down the line to the new revitalized Rome, referencing to America, it's that same celebratory spirit, that spirit of mirth, revelry, that social gathering or social functioning spirit, whereas everybody's in that spirit of painting the town or city red, just living it up. So by Party City shutting down all of their business closures, that's a spiritual omen what's going to happen to America as a whole. Like the party is over. But let's get right quick. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, and that's referencing to these stock market watchers, these different economists, and they are all foreshadowing a great economic decline coming to America. Hence, Bidenomics, where the vast majority of these Americans are broke, and nearly half of Americans are overburdened with debt. And the strong men should bow themselves, and that's referencing to the elites, the hosts of the high ones on the left-hand side, these banking elites who are intentionally causing these great economic woes, so therefore they can forge their NWO, their Great Reset, which is not within the best interest of the inhabitants of the earth. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And at the beginning of this video, you saw that Eve talking. She was very down in the spirit, and she stated how these Party City employees did not get any type of heads up about these business store closures. Then to add more fuel to the fire, they did not receive any type of severance pay, like no compensation or benefits provided to the employee after their termination. And all of this happened days before a major holiday within this setup, America, which is Christmas. So that thrill of hope, prosperity, just being that joyous spirit is being depleted out this American society. And that's beautiful to see you proudful Americans to be within that dismal, gloom and doom type of spirit nowadays. So the grinders cease because they are few, and that's referencing to the workforce. Over 60,000 Party City employees are without a job now, days before a major holiday where these Americans heavily indulge in. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is raining on you people's parade. And speaking of rain, it's supposed to storm here within Jackson, Mississippi on Wednesday. So and those that look out of the windows be darkened. So all of your high hopes, aspirations, different goals, objectives, and wishes that you have for this so-called American dream, it's not looking too bright for you Americans. And that's by these draconian measures Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is placing upon the hosts of the high ones and upon the inhabitants of the earth. Where you're in that gloom and doom type of spirit, you're becoming more hopeless. And that's causing you to be down in the spirit and not looking forward to the future. And here's the point, verse 4. And the doors should be shut in the streets. Hence, Party City business closures are going to liquidate all stores by February the 28th. And you can thank major corporations like Amazon. They are killing the retail industry. So therefore, expect more business closures to be shutting down within America very soon. It's going to be like a domino effect because a lot of these different major corporations, retail industries, or even restaurants haven't really bounced back from the so-called pandemic. And come to find out, Party City was one of those retail stores that could not really bounce back from a financial standpoint. So the doors should be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he should rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music should be brought low. So that theme or tone is definitely being set within America that the party is over. And we, as the sincere prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, are likened unto those party crashers. We turn the lights on, telling everybody to get out. You don't have to go home, but you got to leave here. So with that sentiment, you can expect that we're not going to be world friendly or like unto the masses. Simply because we're in that austere spirit telling the masses that the party is over. They can no longer party and BS as they once did. And that's cool with me because according to Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter and the 6th verse, it goes into how folly is set in great dignity, which goes into the quality of being stupid or foolish, the lack of spiritual discernment is heavily promoted and tolerated within this childish society. And that takes me to Isaiah 24:4 within the GNT. The earth dries up and withers, the whole world grows weak, both earth and sky decay. The people have defiled the earth by breaking the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua's laws and by violating the covenant he made to last forever. And the people is referencing to, according to Job 9:24, it's stated how the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. And when you read Malachi, the first chapter, it goes into how Esau, Edom, is the border of wickedness. And that's referencing to the elites of the Edomites, the ones who are deemed by Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua that's in position to orchestrate the laws. And they're doing everything that's adverse unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And with that formula, that's why you have a chaotic society. Everything is dysfunctional because they are not properly instituting the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, which is their righteous standard. So therefore, everything is out of its rightful order. Verse 6. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua has pronounced a curse on the earth. Its people are paying for what they have done. And that's because, according to Ecclesiastes 10:3, an unwise judge destroyed his people, which is the tabernacle of Edom, beginning with their bacon elites. Fear and furor remain alive. The grapevines wither and wine is becoming scarce. So check this out. Everyone who was once happy is now sad. Hence that holiday spirit. The more that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua has placed that spirit upon these bacon elites to implement these draconian measures upon the inhabitants of the earth, especially here within America, the more that satanic holiday spirit is being depleted out of these people. And for the most part, a lot of these people don't have the financial means to be able to celebrate these pagan holidays as they once did many years ago. So that's causing them what we just read within Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, how those that look out of the windows be darkened, which means that they do not have any type of expectation of good, success, or just being in that spirit of optimistic. So more and more of these Americans are feeling that spirit of despair, hopelessness, and anxiety, which links up with a prophecy within Isaiah, the 19th chapter in the first verse, how the burden of Egypt, and that Egypt is referencing to America. So all of that weight and loads of anxiety, depression, all of these different financial burdens is upon these everyday American shoulders. And that's pushing their backs into the walls. And very soon these Americans are going to break, because you can only for so long push a person's back onto the wall without any type of physical reaction. So again, everyone who was once happy is now sad. So these different Americans do not have the financial means to get their kids or other family members these expensive Christmas gifts. So therefore, with all that pressure, that's causing a major burden upon these Americans. And the joyful music of their harps and drums has ceased. That Christmas spirit is definitely dying down. I remember coming up back in the early 90s, the excitement that was around for the holiday break, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas. At that time frame, it seemed like it would never get here. It felt prolonged. So that type of spirit of mirth and excitement is definitely on a different vibration compared to nowadays, where that holiday spirit is totally being diminished from this American society, where the vast majority of these people do not know if they're coming or going. Verse 9, there is no more happy singing over wine. No one enjoys its taste anymore. So those different Christmas carols do not hit like they once did. Verse 10, in the city, everything is in chaos and people lock themselves in their houses for safety. In that city that everything is in chaos is referencing to the city of confusion, America, Babylon the Great, which means total disorder, chaos, dysfunction, which embodies the vibration of America as a whole. Verse 11, people shout in the streets because there is no more wine. And that goes into the truth. Like when the true prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua be withdrawn from the streets, not being able to rightly divide the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua on social media, especially YouTube. And that's because very soon we are entering those times that's called the famine of the word, where the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, it's not going to be easily accessible because it's going to be a government shutdown of propagating anything of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. So when these banking elites start instituting these draconian measures upon the people, a lot of our people are going to be in that spirit of perplexity, total confused on what's happening. And who are they going to be seeking after? The true mouthpiece of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, which represents the true holy prophets. So people shout in the streets because there's no more wine. Happiness is gone forever. It has been banished from the land. Hence, Party City filed for bankruptcy, and they're going to liquidate all stores by February the 28th. And again, that sets the tone or the theme for America as a whole. It is over. The mirth of the land is gone. Verse 13. This is what will happen in every nation all over the world. It will be like the end of harvest when the olives have beaten off every tree and the last grapes picked from the vines. With Bacchus or Dionysus, which is that spirit of revelry, all of that very soon is coming to an abrupt end. So that concludes the lesson through the spirit. And Abaratazat, you always edify, you always stay strong, keep pushing forward. Shalom.